Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two.
Set, ready? 8, read. Check, watch me before. It's just me and you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. And it's 3rd down. 7th-round picks. They go into training camp just hoping they won't be a casualty. He came out on the good side.
And plenty of them, if they work hard, get an opportunity, they can turn themselves into a heck of a player. One of my favorite 7th-round picks of all time, Marcus Colston. Big-time receiver, come out of Hofstra. Ends up having a heck of an NFL career.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
They have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in.
And that's caught inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us to their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you.
2nd and 11. Out to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Complete. He finds Braid. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 59. It's out of time. It's out of time, guys. It's out of time.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big...
All day. Here we go. 30 base. I got you, boy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know what to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Right there, 54.
They'll look to throw. Steps away. Stiff-armed him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Rashawn Perriman there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents.
Let's go. 10-2 start. Check with the 9. Bang it. Snap.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ready up. 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 2nd and 15. Sliding out of the pocket. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get...
Got it. 54. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
We got this.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go. Set. 10 logo. Right here, right here. Get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Defensively by now,
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Hey, watch the slam. Snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Gerald McCoy, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A big pickup, 8.
Go. 60 or.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gerald McCoy bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he...
And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 My.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit. A big one for the Lions as they'll square off against the L.A. Chargers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, a good one down south. A couple of recent Super Bowl teams from the NFC. Philadelphia heading down to take on Atlanta. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Reed. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Back to throw here. Rolling to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 27 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Gerald McCoy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
70, Indy. Check right 54, right 55.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Allington. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Keep playing. Ready? 10 Lobo. Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time, I think. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Good job, fellas. Let's go. 30 base. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Now.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. Yet another interception.
Ready, break.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll look to throw.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
And he's going to go down again. Gerald McCoy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's just...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
drafted.
Ready?
Mike 5-4. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Please grip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Rolling to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get...
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is... I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
We got to step it up.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
You got it. You got it.
On second down, Barber. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Second and 6. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's second down. Sometimes those guys taking the 7th round, you can think, oh, maybe he's just happy to be in the league. I don't think that's the case here.
And you know those actor friends that we have? How do they start every script?
How many actor friends?
What's my motivation, right? Well, this guy's motivation is you get picked in the 7th round, so no one expects you to make the team, let alone have an impact. And we know plenty of guys have done exactly that as 7th rounders.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, his first.
Ready. 30 base. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
60 outlaw.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The numbers for Howard a week ago: 5 catches, 130 yards.
And we're starting to see some consistency being established here, because if you do it once, some people might count it as a fluke, but if you do it a second time, you're starting to think maybe he's got it going. And that's exactly where he appears to be headed.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't...
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Check 52 to go.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running.
On the set.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. B.J. Goodson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Barber. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
On the ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
On the ball.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Ready up.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. B.J. Goodson picks up his 2nd.
Ready.
Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this
Ready, set.
52. 52's the mic. Watch the screen.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Alec Ogletree drops him.
On the double.
93's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. B.J. Goodson giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 13. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kareem Martin in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Barber. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Michael Thomas on the stop. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Set, ready? 60 or. Check. Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kareem Martin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Rolling to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Check 52's to Mike. All day, baby, all day.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the 1st down. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. I got one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. So they've got the football, and they'll start.
Here we go, set. 8 read.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They'll look to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Let's go.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by M20 My. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the...
Don't throw him outside.
Down. 70. Indy.
Come on, y'all.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Alec Ogletree picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. He'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up the throw, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And the pressure gets to him again. Alec Ogletree. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. We own them.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme...
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A very pivotal 2-point. That's a big... A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty...
any of y'all came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend a day with you. I'm out in my business, I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright, I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden,